The second residence hall I'll be showing is Peddrew-Yates Hall, or PY. PY is right here. It is in this quad with Payne Hall and New Residence Hall East. I was actually in Payne Hall my freshman year, and all of these residence halls are very similar in style. They're all suite style, and they also all have air conditioning. So in this quad, you will have very similar rooms and very similar housing styles. So, if you can watch the video on PY and know, what Payne's going to basically look like, and also what New Residence Hall East is going to look like. So let's go inside and let's take a look at PY. So this is the open lobby in PY, or Peddrew-Yates. So this is a cool place to wait on your friends, hang out with friends, talk a little bit. If you want to hang out outside your room, this is a good place to do it. Now, Peddrew-Yates, one thing that's cool about that, it actually honors the first African-American student of Virginia Tech and the first African-American student to graduate with a degree from Virginia Tech. So the first African-American student here was Irving Linwood Peddrew III. And the Peddrew of Peddrew-Yates. And Charles Lee Yates was the first African-American graduate of Virginia Tech. So it's cool to honor them with the name of a residence hall here at Virginia Tech. Now, furthermore, we will keep going. I'll show a laundry room and a kitchen and one of the suites here in PY. So this is a kitchen space in Peddrew-Yates. So each floor actually has one of these. And also it is a nice study lounge. As you can see, it overlooks, part of one of the walkways on campus, and also it faces the edge of the building. So sunlight is always coming in. It's just a very nice corner of the building. Plus, all of these study spaces are, very nicely sized. So you can have a few friends in here without having a ton of distractions around you. So I'm really, partial to the study lounges in these types of residence halls in this quad, because they're all very similar. One thing I'd also like to point out about Peddrew-Yates, it is home to the Ujima Living Learning Community. As I said before, if you'd like to learn more about the Living Learning Communities, llc.vt.edu. So we'll move to the actual suite itself. As you can see, the rooms at Peddrew-Yates are suite style. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, when you enter your suite, you do need your key card. So your key card is your Hokie passport. So you put your Hokie passport up to the door and you type in your your unique 4-digit PIN number. So how that works, each individual Hokie passport has a different PIN number. So all of your suite mates, which this suite in particular has 3 rooms, and there's obviously 2 roommates in each room. So each of the 6 suite mates have their unique PIN number, and their card and PIN number works on that door. Now, when you go to a specific room, only you and your roommate's number works on the same keypad, which is one of these. So it works. If I put my Hokie passport up to it, it'll beep. I'll type in my 4-digit code. And then once I type in my 4-digit code, that'll light up green again, and it will allow me to enter my room. So this is a suite style room. Now you may notice there's no sink in this room, and the reason is there's actually a bathroom within the suite, of course, and there are 2 toilets and 2 sinks and 2 showers within that suite bathroom, and those are to be shared. Those are to be shared with your suite mates as well. And as you can notice, there's a walk-in physical closet for this room. And again, you can either choose to loft or not loft your bed as well. Finally, before we move on, to another residence hall, next we'll be going to Ambler Johnson, East and West. But before we move on, I wanted to show a laundry room. So laundry works 2 different ways. You can either do traditional coin laundry, or you can load on money separate from your meal plan money to your Hokie passport that you can use to swipe whenever you pay. So it's $1.75 for wash cycles and $1.50 for drying cycles. So each residence hall has a laundry room, and it's almost always on the first floor. So we'll move on to Ambler Johnson or AJ Hall.